Hi, my name is Heidi, and today I am going to be giving a little presentation about why I chose to take this class, which is wildlife management. Okay, so the main reason why I wanted to take this course is because I hope to someday in the future get a job working directly with wildlife and all things that have to do with ecology. And that can range anywhere between working at a zoo, maybe working for the Division of Wildlife, any fisheries or game management. I'm pretty much open to anything. I've always really enjoyed being hands-on with animals and, protecting their populations and stuff like that. I recently earned my undergraduate degree in Earth and Environmental Science at Wright State University in Dayton, Ohio, and I am currently earning my master's degree in biology. So hopefully that'll kind of help me achieve what I want to do as a future job in the future. Kind of going off of that, one of my biggest inspirations while growing up was always Steve Irwin. I remember pretty much watching his show every single morning before school, on weekends, and I was just obsessed with how passionate and how excited he would get teaching the public all about animals of all sizes from all over the world, and he absolutely loved what he did, and ever since then I've wanted to do the same thing. I'm sure pretty much everyone's familiar with him, but if you're not, he was also known as the crocodile hunter. He was obsessed with crocodiles and all things that have to do with their conservation. He had a lot of job titles, but some of his main ones were being a zookeeper, a conservationist, and a wildlife educator. He had a show for many years just teaching the public about all things that have to do with animals and their conservation, and then passed away in the early 2000s due to a stingray barb piercing him in the heart. But yes, like I said, he was one of my biggest inspirations and still is. And I pulled one of his famous quotes that I've always really liked, and it says, "We don't own the planet Earth, we belong to it, and we must share it with our wildlife." And I remember looking to find this quote to use for my presentation, and it reminded me a lot of the land ethic that we just read about a week ago, so I thought that kind of tied into this nicely. I wanted to give a little bit of background of some experience that I've had so far to hopefully help me with my future career. But I am a 4-year volunteer service dog trainer for an organization called Four Paws for Ability, and they're based in Xenia, Ohio. And this organization breeds and trains service dogs for children and veterans with disabilities. I am currently on my third foster right now. My first two are pictured here in this slide. On the left, that was my first foster. He got placed with a girl who struggled to move from place to place, and she also would get seizures quite often, so he was trained to alert for those seizures so he could let her parents know. And then my second foster on the right, he got placed with a little boy who has a really rare disease called CHARGE syndrome. He's unable to grow properly, has some heart malfunctions, and he basically helps him, again, get from place to place. He goes to school with him every single day, and I've just been really fortunate to be able to work with these dogs and give them a major purpose, helping out people. So I'm really glad with. Next, I kind of just wanted to give a little bit of background of some of the experience that I've gained to hopefully help me get the job that I want in the future. But I am a 4-year volunteer service dog trainer for an organization called Four Paws for Ability, and they're based in Xenia, Ohio. And this is an organization that breeds and trains service dogs for children and veterans with disabilities. I'm currently on my third foster. The first two that I had are pictured in this slide. On on the left, my first dog got placed with a girl who struggled moving from place to place and would get seizures often, so he would alert for those seizures to let her parents know. And then my second foster that I had is pictured on the right, and he got placed with a little boy who has a rare disease called CHARGE syndrome, and he also cannot grow properly and has some heart malfunctions, so he again helps him move from place to place and goes to school with him every single day. So I've just been really, really fortunate to be able to be a part of a program like this, and it's really rewarding getting to meet the families that my dogs get placed with, and it's just a really, really cool thing that I've experienced so far. And lastly, I thought I'd just include some other classes that I've taken in the past that are kind of similar to this slightly in a way, but these were some of my favorite classes that I've taken and would directly help me in the type of field that I want to go in. So some of these were conservation biology, marine biology, and entomology. The pictures that I have here on this slide are from a trip that I took in my marine biology course, and we went to a little tiny private island off of Cedar Keys in Florida, and it was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. We got to stay in this tiny little lighthouse. We would walk the beach every single day, observe and look at all different types of animals, take certain measurements of them. We also had a lab on this island, so we were able to just do a lot of hands-on work with lots of marine life, which was really, really cool for me to get to do. So, and with that, that is the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you got a little bit of knowledge of why I chose to take this course, and also why I'm really, really excited for it, because, like I said, it will very much help me with what I want to do in the future, and will give me a lot of information and background for lots of potential jobs. So I'm really excited to be taking this.